Today I want to speak about one of my favorite Viking metal bands from the old days, and I'm speaking about MITHOTYN from Sweden. These guys, they're not so famous, unfortunately. They made only 3 studio albums, but they are one of the pioneers of the Viking metal with some black metal elements in their music. They started in 1992 under other name. Their first name was Cerebus, Kerberus or Cerberus, one of this style of names, and they played something between black death metal and until 1993. Then they changed the name to MITHOTYN, and they continue as MITHOTYN until 1999. One uh, of the leaders of the band was the guitarist Stephen Weinerhall, that afterwards also in 1999 he made Falconer, another band with also a folkish style and with some power metal elements in their music. So MITHOTYN is something between Viking metal, folk metal, and black metal. So some members of them they made afterwards Falconer. For example, here I have their second album of Falconer, chapters of Eveil Forlorn, and also some other members they made King of Asgard, a melodic death metal band with Viking thematology. King of Asgard, also very good band. This is the first debut album of them. And now, if someone likes very much this kind of Viking folkish and folkish and blackish metal, or if he likes bands like Ensiferum from Finland, or like Turisas from Finland, or even like Fintroll, and other also bands, for example, if he likes Thirfing, also one of the pioneers of this Viking folk metal, or Falkenbach from Germany, or Heidelvolk, also from Germany, or Robovus, this kind of bands, or No Man's Land from Russia, and etc. and etc. He has to find this band MITHOTYN. Also, some other members of the band, after that the band disbanded, they made a black thrash metal band by the name In Dungeon, something like that. But most of the people today, they know maybe Falconer. Falconer also did this band in 2020, before 2 years from now. And maybe most of the people, they know even more Falconer, but they don't know MITHOTYN, and this is a pity. So, MITHOTYN, they made 3 studio albums. All of them, they are great. I have them in this compilation, carved in stone, the discography, 3 of them together. And so, let's find out. I will rank their albums to worst to best. They don't have a worst really album, but let's say. In the third place for me comes their second album, King of the Distant Forest. They came out in 1998 with this cover art. Okay, their cover arts are a little bit very very simple, childish, let's say. There are some people that for them they prefer this album as their best album, but I will put this in the last place. Also, it's a very good album in any case. In the second place for me comes the debut album, In the Sign of the Ravens. Came out in 1997 with this cover art. The members of the band here. This album is a little bit even more harsh, even more black. Okay, but very good album. And in the first place, their third album and the last album, unfortunately. And for me, this is one of the best Viking metal albums of all time, and I'm speaking about Gathered Around the Oaken Table of 1999 with this cover art. But this album is so great, really so great. Here we have so good songs from the beginning until the end. For example, Watchmen of the Wild, In the Class of Arms, Hearts of Stone, The Well of Mimir, Chariot of Power, the best song totally of them for me. Guided by History, The Old Rover, most of the songs here are so great, with a great sound, and unfortunately they are not so famous, unfortunately. If you like Ensiferum, if you like bands like Turisas, for example, or like Fintroll, let's also find out MITHOTYN. They're so great. If you, of course, and if you like Falconer, you have to find also this band. So from Israel and from Jerusalem, stay metal and stay heavy.